Hey everybody out there in the YouTubes and whatnot. Welcome to my first in-person review show, not another podcast. This is take two, right? We did it. Well, this lady right here, of course, is, well, based on the title of the episode. Can you take a guess? I'm me, she's
Mumah.
right. And that's the name that she wants you to refer to her as too. So
Mumah, M-U-M-A-H.
Right. That's the spelling that we've had for you since I was like, what, 7, 8? Okay, but we did a recording of a review for Riddick, but we had issues uploading it. But this is going to be a recurring review show where we're going to watch the biggest movie, or maybe more than one movie, coming out every week, and try to have this uploaded over the weekend, at the very latest by Monday.
So today,
you gotta go through logistics. I'm sorry. Okay.
Today we saw Prisoners.
Oh, so you can't cut me off and not know the name of the movie.
Today we saw Prisoners.
Yeah, we saw Prisoners.
It's quite interesting.
It really was. Going in, I didn't know what to expect.
I had no clue.
The previews really didn't tell you a thing.
I will say this much. All of the actors portrayed their roles realistically.
The selling point for the movie, speaking of the actors, were all the actors. We got Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal,
Viola Davis, Terrence Howard,
and Maria Bello, who's not that well known.
Some white chick.
Basically, she was in some movie that was on, I want to say not a movie, a show that was on TNT or USA that didn't get off the ground for real. She's also been in both grown-ups movies, which were actually comedies. She's been in movies I haven't seen too, like Payback and History of Violence. But she's still good.
Oh, she was good.
She didn't have much to work with in this movie though, but I think she was still good. Should we give?
What do you mean she didn't have much to work?
She wasn't on camera as often as other people.
Okay.
Do you think that we should give a synopsis, or you think that would give it away?
I don't want to tell you anything.
Because I said, the previews told you nothing.
I had lots of people were suspect in the movie. The movie is based on the premise of these Hugh Jackman's daughter and Terrence Howard's daughter. Well, both families are good friends.
Right.
And they each have a husband, a wife, 2 teenage daughters, and 2 young daughters.
Right.
No, two teenage children.
Right.
1 teenage child each, and 1 younger child each.
Right. Hugh Jackman has a son, and Terrence Howard, Viola Davis have a daughter.
Right.
They're teenagers.
And they both have
young daughters. Like age like 5 or 6 or something.
Both of these families are good friends.
Right.
They've gone to have
Christmas dinner?
Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay. Well, it was a wreath there was a wreath on the door.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay. Thanksgiving dinner, they're having a good time, and then the plot.
Right.
Because we don't want to give it away.
No.
Okay. But I will say that this movie, I liked it. Like I said, I didn't know where to go. But I'll say this: within 20 minutes into the movie, you would not want to leave the theater.
And let me say this: normally I fall asleep at the movies, and I did kind of nap through this one for a minute.
Dozed off for maybe 10 seconds here and 10 seconds there, but not really laugh.
No, I didn't snore. So this is a non-snoring movie, which is a good thing for me.
But the movie is long. That's probably the only downfall to the movie is long. The movie is over 2.5 hours, just over 2.5 hours. There aren't any scenes that aren't needed. Are there? Do you think so?
I don't know. I slept for a minute. For the most part, I would say everything that they do is important to the plot.
I think
it's twisted. It's really twisted.
Yeah, it is what they do, but they frame it as such a part so well, and the acting is so good that you are on the edge of your seat, and when stuff happens, it does make you jump. I think so.
I wouldn't say on the edge.
Well, okay, not the edge, but you're still laying there like what's going to happen next?
What's going to happen next?
Maybe not the edge.
And the guy that was in There Will Be Blood.
Paul Dano, that's his name.
you know what a nut he was in that movie. Such a bizarre character he was in that film. So
Yeah.
just imagine this.
It was a pretty star-studded, dramatic star-studded cast, and they really held to that drama.
Yes.
They really did.
Yes.
I liked this movie though. I really did.
On a scale of 1 to 5 buckets of popcorn,
Go ahead.
I'll give it 4.
I was thinking, well, like I normally rate things out of 10, so I would rate it 9 out of 10 actually. So that's 4.5.
So he's got a 4.5.
4.5. And the one thing that's stopping it from getting a full score, in my opinion, is that it's long. It's just really long, and there are some questions that I still have. Not like huge questions, but there are a few questions.
Like
the main question I'll say, which doesn't give anything away, is why.
why what?
Why did the lady?
Oh,
Is that why?
it's a good question.
Is it why?
That's a real good question. Well, no, you know why.
We find out how.
You know why. You know why.
Okay, well maybe
Think about
maybe
it.
I don't know why.
I have to tell him.
We'll have to talk about it off of the
But
show so we don't get
You
anything
do
away.
know why. You know why. She's a nut. That's why. She's crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
Without giving too much away.
I hope we haven't given. I don't think we've given.
There are so many she's in the movie. Yeah,
True.
that doesn't give anything away.
True.
But I like the movie. The thing holding it back is that it's long. And then there are questions that you have at the beginning where you're like, okay, what does that mean? What does that mean? And you're supposed to have that in movies, but it takes them a while to answer them.
So look, prisoners. Remember the title, because that's important to the movie. Prisoners.
It was good. Hugh Jackman did a really good job, and Jake Gyllenhaal at certain points. Jake Gyllenhaal could have done a little more, in my opinion, but he still did a good job. What does that mean?
That's what he did a lot.
He did?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I really don't remember Jake Gyllenhaal.
That was his character.
Okay.
I wondered why he did that.
But yeah, so Mama's overall rating,
4 buckets.
4 buckets of popcorn out of 5 buckets, and I give it 4.5 out of 5. The reason why I couldn't get that perfect score is because it's just long. They could have taken a half hour out of the movie and still accomplished the same thing, in my opinion. Next week, we're going to attempt to do
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 and
Don John. Now, real quick, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. I haven't seen the first one, so I'll be watching the first one before I see the second. You like the first one, though?
I enjoyed the first one. It was quite entertaining.
And what was it? Don John. I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and this movie stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt, is directed by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and was written by Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I have one question.
Who is Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Who is Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt was Inception. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I didn't see that.
He started. First of all, you didn't see that, but no, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He got his start on Third Rock from the Sun as the little boy Tommy. I think it was his name. Okay, look up Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But next week we're gonna attempt to do 2 different reviews: Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 and Don John. And
I saw Insidious, the first one. I don't know.
I thought it was boring.
I talked to somebody that I work with, and they said that was the most intense, the scariest movie that he had ever seen.
Me. Anyway, thank you all for watching the video, and I'm gonna close the video like I close all my videos.
Okay.
And if you don't watch, you lose TV.
You lose TV. You don't lose TV for real.